And then, like kind of what the Google, right? Hey, ask any questions and get answers on it, and it'll connect to all your data. So, this
Very
is
similar.
what's
Very
that?
similar.
Yeah, it's the idea of this suite, right? I mean, the Microsoft suite. OpenAI is going to do this. I just talked about this the other day that OpenAI on the show talking about how it wasn't Sam Altman, but somebody else had said, expect to OpenAI ChatGPT to feel more like an OS in the next 6 months. And I think that this from Google, what we're seeing from Amazon here, what we know OpenAI is building, what Microsoft already has, with what I've been building with Azure and Foundry, although nothing about that build is easy. Nothing. It is a challenge every day, but the system is there. They're building it with Copilot and what they can integrate with Teams. And I don't know that I necessarily see it right now in Microsoft. I think it's getting there, but you have to do a bunch of like in-betweeners to try to connect things and kind of hack your way through it and get it to work. I think that will all get simplified pretty soon here. What it really says to me, Andy, on these stories that kind of we're grouping together is this is yet another indicator that any position that you're in, you don't have to be in an AI position, but any position you're working in as a company, it's in your best interest to start at least playing around with AI. Hopefully they're already using it, because your company is going to come to you someday and say, hey, this new Google Enterprise or the Quick Suite from Amazon, that's where we're going to live. We don't want you to go outside of that. This is our new ecosystem and how we're doing this at our company or whatever. And people are going to be somewhat expected to be able to understand what an agent is, or maybe how to do a quick prompt to solve one of their problems or connect the data. So it's in everybody's best interest to continue to like keep at this, even if it's at the basics, even if it's just a little bit of learning or listening to this show, because I think it's quite obvious that this is all going to become a big part of everybody's day-to-day work. Is we've been saying this forever, right, Andy? You're going to be working alongside your AI coworkers. Sometimes those, and like Ethan Malik pointed out, sometimes those coworkers are going to take on all the work, and you're just going to be more of a passive, like, watcher of that work happening, because it'll be so reliable, it'll be so automated, it'll just happen. CRMs being updated, things like this. And then there's going to be times where you're the coworker, you're the co-pilot next to that AI, and you're working together back and forth with nothing that's being fully automated, but more of a together thing. There might be a mix of agents in there. There might be a mix of humans in there. So I think this is where we see the future going.